Anti-immigrant activist William Gheen did an interview with the Tea Party News Network, and in order to let you know just how evil and bad these immigrants really are, they're going to reference Al-Qaeda in the conversation to make a comparison.
Thousands of illegals crossing our border with basically no control. How many might be, affiliated with Al-Qaeda as an example?
Well, what the illegals that are coming, and especially the ones that are coming from China, are going to do to America are much more powerful and lasting impacts than anything Al-Qaeda could blow up, short of a nuclear detonation. Once they get enough people in here to get the boat really sinking, and then they get the borders destroyed, and they start taking up all the guns, and we've got wave after wave of future illegal immigrants just pouring in. The existing stock of Americans are going to be so politically and economically buried under this wave that it's a weapon from which we can never recover.
Undocumented immigrants are worse than Al-Qaeda. They're worse than Al-Qaeda. They're worse than Al-Qaeda. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man! Could you imagine that being the world that we lived in? How fucking Jose is walking around like, come on, Ese, come over here, Holmes. I got the suicide bomb on my vest, eh? No! Look, let's face reality here. Undocumented immigrants are necessary for this economy to function. That's the dirty secret that no conservatives and Republicans want to tell you. Okay? In fact, Cenk was talking about this recently. There was some town or county in the South where they decided to get really tough and deport all the undocumented immigrants, and what ended up happening? They literally brought them back in. Why? Because the jobs that the undocumented immigrants were doing, the white people were like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to do that job. That seems a little too difficult for me. So this idea that they're incredibly productive, never mind being not productive or being worse than Al-Qaeda. How can anybody believe? Do you know who Al-Qaeda is? Yes, those are the people who would like to bring jihad and death to America, and we hate the West, and let's behead people, and let's set up an Islamic caliphate, and let's stone people and subjugate women and make them wear a burqa or a niqab and take away all their rights, and barbaric fundamentalist terrorists. But not all undocumented immigrants are just worse. They're just worse than Al-Qaeda. How dare they want to pick oranges in California and to take care of their family and raise them and give them a better life? How dare they? These guys are gross, man. They're gross. And look, the elephant in the room, nobody else wants to say it, but it's the reality. Who are we kidding? All the people who are overwhelmingly obsessed with this issue of undocumented immigration, they're racists. They're racist. That's what they are. That's what it boils down to. Oh, the dark-skinned people are coming in here and we don't like it. Never mind the fact that our drug war destroyed the Central American countries, and now kids growing up in those places are more likely to die than somebody in Iraq during the height of the Iraq war. That's how dangerous it is because our drug policies fucking broke the place. And then when they come here to escape the violence, we say, fuck you, get out. Race has a lot to do with it. Okay, and we all know, let's say there were 50,000 Canadian kids that came across the border from the north, and they were getting the same kind of treatment that the kids from the south are getting. What would happen? Bill O'Reilly wouldn't say a peep about that. There wouldn't be, no conservatives would flip out, kick out these kids. Why? They're white. Come on, man, everybody knows this to be true. If you don't think that's true, you're not living in reality. Okay? And I love how he just totally made up this idea that, well, what's going to happen? Well, the immigrants are going to come here, it's going to destroy the country worse than Al-Qaeda, and then they're going to take up guns. What? Since when is that an issue? Well, clearly, see what happened with the kids at the border recently is they came from Guatemala and Honduras, and then next thing you know, they bought AR-15s, and the 8-year-olds are holding hostage the charities that are helping them. To be a conservative in today's day and age, you need to be a PFD, perpetual fact denier.